What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another live installment. The game is over. It was a grind. This game was a grinder, and Colorado pulled it out. They pulled out the victory. And when I tell you it was a grind in the beginning, because I had said it, I said it's going to be close in the beginning, but they're going to pull away from it. They just have too many weapons. Colorado has too many weapons, man. Xavier Weaver. Okay, Juju Mitchell made the start today. He finally got in the grind. And so he got in there. He's only going to get better. He's only going to improve. Obviously, they got to improve on that run game. But see, the run game didn't matter today because it didn't translate into points for Nebraska. They got the running game, okay? But their quarterback helped us with all those fumbles and all those mishaps. He helped us. But if it wasn't for those fumbles and mishaps, they could have translated that into scoring, but they didn't. I had said it. I said the last game, yeah, the quarterback got off, but they really didn't score. He also got to mix it up with his arm, and he didn't do that. There was a lot of mishaps there, but Juju Mitchell got into the mix, and we got a few sacks. That first fumble recovery by Arden Walker was pretty good. Let me see. I was okay in the beginning with Savion Washington taking that unsportsmanlike conduct because Shedeur got roughed up and he wanted to set the tone. And he got an unsportsmanlike. He threw the guy off for taunting Shedeur, and I like that. That goes back to what Coach Prime said. Always help your man out. So I was definitely okay with that. Simon Craig, we have Miles Slusher is out. Simon Craig came in and got an interception. He came up big. Tavares Dawson, the transfer from Auburn, he got 2 touchdowns. You feel me? Leonard Payne came in with the sack. Taj Austin got a sack. I think it was a few others. So like I said, Jeff Sims, I mean, look, he did run that 57-yarder, but it's not going to be enough against Colorado. Shout out to Xavier Weaver. He came up big. I think he got receptions well over 100. He is legit. I told y'all when Shedeur can get on his bike and get that touchdown, he did the neon Deion. I told y'all he'll do it now if you let him. So he got in there and did the prime. Shedeur, he passed for 393 yards today. We know the last game he passed for 510 yards. 393 against this grind today was pretty respectable. He had to get on his bike. I thought it was Fran Tarkenton out there, the way he was scrambling. He was running for his life out there for a little bit. They're going to have to work on those sacks, though. He's getting hit too much. And this is going to be a long season. I don't want to see that kid get hurt, especially when we're going into the war zone against Oregon and USC. That's going to be a problem. So they got to fix that. I'm pretty sure they're going to fix it. You see, this team is new and they're still tweaking some things. Everything is getting tweaked as we speak. And they're going to tweak that. They're going to have to. Because once we get into those major rough games, they're going to have to protect Shedeur at all costs. They got to. It's going to be a long season. Hold on a second. They got to protect him. They have to. He can't keep running out there like Fran Tarkenton. He can now. If he gets some gaps and he's close to that end zone, he's going to run it. And we saw that today. He did it at Jackson State when he did that neon Deion. That's what we used to call it back in the day. We used to call it the neon Deion. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. I just got to notify somebody I'm live. Hold on. This right here, guys, like each game is going to be different. This was a grind game. This is a complete grind. And Colorado, the reason why they pulled it out because they so damn talented. They got so many weapons that Shedeur can look at. They got a lot of weapons in the arsenal, and that's why they pulled it out. I mean, we didn't hear from Tavares Dawson that much in the last game, but guess what? He's more than capable of getting the job done. He's more than capable, and he's also fast. He's fast as hell. So Jimmy Horn had a few big catches as well. He stayed grinding. You know what I mean? He stayed in there. And here we are. They pulled it out, man. Now they're 2-0. Who would have ever thought, if you sit there and listen to the analyst, right? If you sit there and listen to the analyst, you would think that they just gonna win. They lucky if they win 2 games. No. They up 2-0 right now. They up 2-0. These people came with it. You hear what I'm telling you? You hear what I'm telling you? This is a legitimate team here. This is legitimate. This ain't no fluke. Last week wasn't no fluke. Even though, like I said, it was back and forth in the beginning. They had to make some adjustments on the fly, and they did. And like I said, Shedeur stayed down. He got sacked. He was running, scrambling a little bit. He didn't get rattled. He stayed with it. He stayed calm. Look at his poise on the sidelines. He wasn't like arguing on the sidelines or nothing like that. He was ready to get back in. This man is big time. And like I said, though, the only issue, you cannot keep letting him get hit like this. You got to protect him. They're going to have to work on that. You're going to have to protect him. You got to protect him. You got to at least give him 3 seconds to make a decision, or just let the ball go. Get out the pocket. Make sure he get out, because that one play, he didn't get out the pocket and they called him for grounding. But that's okay, though. But once he get out the pocket, he don't see nothing. If he can't run, throw it away. And then, keep doing it like that. But trust me, it's just a matter of time. They played zone pretty much that whole game. It was just a matter of time for one of those receivers to break free. And you see Tavares Dawson, he was right there. Yes, indeed. And we were talking last night, when are they going to get some sacks? Oh, they got some sacks today. Taj Austin got a sack. Leonard Payne got a sack. Arden Walker got a fumble recovery. Taj Austin, Leonard Payne, Simon Craig with the interception. He came in to replace Miles Slusher. He's hurt. And that's not even all the weapons. That's not even all of them. Telling you guys, this is what it is right here. This is what it is. And next week, I expect them to win next week and be 3-0. But we can't take that team lightly either. We can't take them lightly. We got to get in there and get with it. But they're going to easily go 3-0 before their showdown with Oregon and USC. I'm going to tell you all right now. Remember, I said this. They pull off the games against Oregon and USC. Now we could start talking Heisman. We could start bringing that Heisman into early consideration. There's a Heisman watch already on him. It's already on him right now. But I don't want to, it's too premature. Just let him, I don't want to go there yet. But after those big games, yeah, it's going to be Heisman. It's going to be Heisman talk, man. He's easily right now the top 3 quarterback in the Pac-12. Easy. If you want to say top 2, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to say top 2 quarterback. I'm going to say top 5 in the country right now. He's the top 5 in the country, the way that ball is spinning. He has a we're looking at a Rolls Royce, and he got a laser for an arm. That's what he is. Colorado, y'all got a bona fide motherfucking quarterback. You hear what I'm telling you? You got a bona fide quarterback. He is dangerous. Just please keep him healthy. Please keep him healthy. Please don't let him keep getting hit like this. He took a few big shots, though, and he got back up. But shout out to him. Shout out to Travis Hunter. You know what I mean? He was on the island by his own today because, Jeff Sims really couldn't throw his way. He couldn't throw his way, man. Omarion Cooper couldn't throw his way either. They locked down those wide receivers, man. So shout out to Travis Hunter. He played a lot of snaps today. And yeah, man. Vegas. Let me say this about Vegas. Vegas, please leave those computers alone. Okay? Go on your common sense. Because you keep winning this money. Yeah, you keep winning this money. I don't know what y'all talking about. You only had them as a 2.5-point favorite. You guys are disrespectful. Whatever reservations that you have against Coach Prime, please throw it away, please. He is a bona fide coach, man. As the season progressed, I look at him being coach of the year. There's no runner-ups. There's nobody close right now. This team was 1-11 last year. Remember that first meeting he had with the team? I'm bringing my luggage in his Louis. He was not lying. He was not lying at all. And then he said, we coming. He didn't stutter, but now he's here. He brought his team with him. To this day, I don't know how he got those coaches. I don't know how he got all those coaches on his team. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it, man. But he did do it. And then on top of it, he brought in all these players. I don't see it. I don't see how he did this. That's a remarkable feat in itself, getting these coaches assembled. And like he said in the beginning, he's never seen a team where they had great coaches and good personnel on the field and they not win ball games. They're well coached, man. There's a lot of things that, okay, I agree, got to improve with the run game, got to stop the run and stuff like that. But listen, with that high-powered offense, it almost freaking don't matter. It almost don't matter at this point. But they do have to improve there. They got to improve there, and they got to protect Shedeur a little bit better. Once they do that, I have them winning the Pac-12. I have them winning the Pac-12. That's just what it is. I have them winning it. Could you imagine? Listen to me. His first year, turning around a team that the previous year they were 1-11 to win the Pac-12 championship. Now we're talking playoffs. The first year. We're not even in the second year yet. The first year. So Coach Prime wasn't lying. He said he wanted to win now. So he took advantage of that transfer portal. He took advantage of the rules of the rules. First year coaches could bring in whoever they want to bring in. He took advantage of it. They said it was unprecedented. It's not unprecedented. He did it at Jackson State, and he was successful. And here he is again. But he's just on a bigger stage. Shedeur is just on a bigger stage. Now, Nebraska had a really good game plan. Their game plan was to get to Shedeur and rattle him. And when they got to him, he can't get off to his receivers. So they did have a good game plan, but the man stayed down. It didn't bother him. Okay, you sacked me. Okay. Well, we're going to try again. That's his mentality. We're going to try again. And we're going to keep trying until the final whistle. There's no more questions about this team, man. Except for what they're going to say is, well, they got to somehow stop the running game and stuff like that. Well, other teams going to have to stop their passing game. How about that? Because they got the receivers out there, man. Xavier Weaver, hat go off to Xavier Weaver right now. Xavier Weaver, you had a really good game. The transfer from South Florida. He followed Jimmy Horn Jr. They're like brothers. They became really close at South Florida. And he said, wherever Jimmy going, I'm going. Because he said, this is my final year to ball out. I'm trying to get to the league. Well, sir, listen to me. You're going to the league. You're going to go. We need receivers like that in the league, especially you want to go ahead and play for the New York Jets. We could use you. I'm a Jets fan, by the way, if anybody don't know, from the Tri-State. So I'm a Jets fan. I already knew Juju Mitchell was going to be a dog. He lived off Park Avenue in Newark. I already know. It's rough over there. I know he a dog. I know he's game time, and he's only going to get better. And he's already proven anyway. And especially a lot of all these other players, they're already proven. Levante Bentley, I saw that big play you did. I saw it. That was nice. That was nice. We got so many playmakers on this team. It's ridiculous. Okay, one person having a rough time, we're going to go to the other one. And then next thing you know, Tavares Dawson got open. Oh, my God. Shedeur threw that pass. That man was open. I knew it. I said, uh-oh, here we go. It's coming. It's coming. We won the rivalry today. The fans, I told you the fans are going to come on the field. Wait till that USC game, though. Oh, they're going to go crazy when we beat USC because we're going to beat USC. Remember, you heard it here first. We're going to beat USC. Now, that USC is going to be a shootout again, just like the TCU game. That's going to be a shootout. That's going to be an old-fashioned American shootout. We're going to win it. I'm telling you right now, remember I said it. Remember I said it. Oregon, that's going to be a very close game as well. We're going to pull it out around the fourth quarter. And why I keep saying we're going to pull it out late, because they had the benefit of working in this altitude. And Coach Prime ran this team like no other coach in practice and training camp. He made them run 100%. Them players was damn near passing out after the end of practice. That's so that he can get them in the right fitness, so that when the opposing team is huffing and puffing, they're not. They got fresh legs. That's why he's doing it. That's why tomorrow he's going to have them practicing tomorrow when other teams, they tell their players they could take off. He's going to have them practicing tomorrow, which is Sunday. He runs this like an old school program. Why? I mean, I don't know why these people had them only being a 2.5-point favorite. Didn't he play for Bobby Bowden, the great late Bobby Bowden? Didn't he play for him at Florida State? You don't think he learned anything? He didn't play for all the other good coaches in the NFL. You don't think he learned anything? There's not too many coaches that's coaching that has a gold jacket. There's not too many. It's him, right? There's Jason Taylor at the University of Miami. He's a defensive ends coach. In the HBCU, we have Eddie George, former Heisman Trophy winner. And there's one more. Let me think. Let's see. Eddie George, Jason Taylor, Coach Prime. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's only 3. It's not too many. You don't think they know how to play football? You don't think they know how to win? You don't think they played at the highest level? But now, out of all the gold jackets, Coach Prime played in a damn World Series, man. I thought he was Superman when I was a kid. He was like my black Superman. I thought he was Superman. To be a World Series and then play in a Super Bowl? When you talk about 2 greatest sport athletes, I only think about him and Bo Jackson. That's it. If you had the pleasure of watching Bo Jackson, you know what I mean, when he was with the Raiders, oh, you were blessed. But, injuries cut his career short. That's only 2, the greatest 2 sport athletes. So he knows how to win. He knows how to get the personnel. Okay, all right, we're going with this person. I think we should go with this person. And then the secondary, they have the benefit of his coaching. He's one of the greatest cornerbacks of all time. So they got the benefit of that. Because, I mean, Jeff Sims really couldn't throw to his receivers. I know people say, why don't he just go ahead and do it? He can't. They had him covered. So this is no surprise to me that they're 2-0. It's only a surprise to these so-called experts. And then I like when people say, yeah, I just have to admit I was wrong. Yeah, you were wrong. Yeah, you were wrong. because you probably, I don't know if you might be too young to remember him on how good he was, and he knows his football, but you should have did a little research on what he did at Jackson State. So there's no excuse for you to be wrong here. I'm not taking I was wrong. Well, Jackson State, it's HBCU, and it's football. Football is football. Don't matter where you at. A lot of these HBCU players choose to go there. A lot of the people that went to Jackson State, they could easily play in the Power Five. In fact, that Jackson State team last year could have beat some people in the Power Five easily. Because they had a lot of Power Five players on that team, right? Wasn't Solomon Craig playing at Jackson State last year, and he got an interception today? Wasn't Savion Wilkerson playing today? He was at Jackson State. Shiloh all over the place. He was at Jackson State. Well, he started his career off with the Gamecocks, South Carolina, the first 2 years. So they have a lot of experience. And the thing is, they have a lot of graduate students on that team, which they have maturity. And also not with just the maturity, those are the dogs. They'll go get it. Those are the workhorses. That's what you need on the team. And that's why we're here now. I don't even bet on sports. I don't even bet on it. And I'm winning every week. And I don't even bet on it because this is common sense. This is a common sense bet. Okay. It'll be close early in the beginning. It'll be close a little bit, and then they'll pull it out. Now, why would they pull it out? Because this, and this. They don't have an answer for all these wide receivers. They don't have the answer. Now, when we get into the USC game, we're going to entertain that when we get there because USC have a few problems that we need to solve. One of the problems is their defensive line. We're going to have to solve that because by that time, they should have it together to protect Shedeur. Because if not, it'll be a problem. That'll be a problem that we have to solve because USC has a transfer from Texas A&M, and he's a complete problem, 100%. He reminds me of the guy that what is his name? Played for the New York Giants. He lines up like him too, and he got finesse on the pass rush. He's a finesse type of guy, and he likes to bring pressure to the quarterback. They also have Bear Alexander on the line. So we have some issues there, and they also have Muhammad on the other side. So it's going to be a situation there. But we can pull that out. That we just have a lot of weapons, so. But anyway, here we are, 2-0. Won their first game at home. That was big, man. Their first game at home against a rival. What did Coach say? It was personal. Now, another thing would make Coach so great. He's not just a coach, he's a motivator. I liken him to our modern day Vince Lombardi. That's what he is. He's a modern day Vince Lombardi. If you watch the documentaries on Vince Lombardi, on how he talked to his team and how he motivated his team and how his team wanted to play hard for him, that's Coach Prime. That's why I say he's the modern day Vince Lombardi. You don't take a Jackson State team and do what you did with that team, then come here and do the same. You don't do that. It's something else going on. And also it's the personnel that the supporting staff that he has as well. They're top notch, man. But man, I'm curious to know how you guys feel. I have a few people on the panel real quick. I can't have too many at one time, but we do the barbershop conversation over here. So I got to have a few people on. You know what I mean? Not too many, just a few to see what y'all talking about. Hold on one second. Antoine, you want to come in real quick? I sent it to you on IG. Check your IG, please. You can come on in. Let me see how much money you made. This is like easy. I don't even bet on sports. I really don't. It was just easy today. Now, will I keep continuing to bet on sports? Nah, I'm not going to do it. I did bet for them to win the Pac-12. I did. That's a long-term bet, but I don't really do college football like that as far as betting. But for sure, for the next 3 games, I will be betting on those for them to win. Just imagine the possibilities real quick. They went out next week. Oregon, UCLA, USC. Just imagine if they still got an unblemished record. It's crazy. A lot of coaches going to start thinking like, wait a minute, maybe I got to work that transfer portal like that. But here's the thing though. This season is going to build for the next season because some more recruits are coming in. Now it's starting to seem very attractive, doesn't it? When you start winning. Look at all the people that were on the sidelines. Look how many press passes they had. It was a record today. They had Terrell Owens, one of the greatest wide receivers to play the game. He also has a gold jacket. I have him, Randy Moss, and Jerry Rice, man. He's one of the greatest of all time. And he was on the sideline. You don't think he said something to them young men? You don't think he had some parting words for him? Some GOAT advice? Of course he did. Of course he did. You know, it's no way in the world I'm a college player and I see Terrell Owens in my locker room and I don't pick his brain about something. There's no way. I have to. And he was out there. He was out there, man. It's crazy. Yo, they had to, Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. Dude, Wu-Tang was on the sideline, man. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Ain't nobody talking about Alabama. Yo, we had Wu-Tang on the sideline. I saw Raekwon out there. We had Wu-Tang on the sidelines, man. The Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang forever. Come on, man. Y'all know. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. Colorado ain't nothing to fuck with. I'm telling you. That quarterback is dangerous. Listen, that quarterback is dangerous. He remind me of Ali. They can talk it, but he can walk it. He can walk it. Because nobody gave Colorado a chance this year. It goes back to when Ali fought Foreman. Nobody gave Ali a chance. Nobody. But it was in his mental. It's the mind first, because nobody gave Ali a chance against Foreman. But before the fight, give me a second, Antoine. Before the fight, Foreman fought Ken Norton fought George Foreman, right? And Ali was right there in the broadcast booth. And he told Norton how to beat how to beat Foreman. He told him, he said, stay at bay, work your jab. And by the 4th, he going to get tired and then you get the whooping on him. But Norton didn't listen to him. He damn near got killed in that fight. And what happened when Ali fought Foreman? Nobody gave him a chance. That's why you don't listen to nobody. Don't listen. See, this Colorado team will tell you, don't listen. If somebody tell you can't do something, don't listen. If you feel like you good, that's all that matters. Don't listen to nobody. Ali went out there and he did what he kept him at bay. It wasn't really a rope-a-dope. He was timing them punches. And by the 6th round, he got the whooping on him. Damn near it took Foreman out. Shocked the world. You got to believe in yourself first. And that's what Coach Prime was preaching. You got to believe in yourself. Don't worry about everybody else. Cut the noise out. And I like what Shedeur said. He said he don't be on social media like that. He don't listen because he can't have that in his mind. And this is what you're having here. Nobody gives them a chance. Nobody gave them a chance, man. Even some of the people that supported Colorado, they ain't really give him a chance. Oh, I could see him win and see. I could see him. No, you didn't give him a chance, man. No, you didn't. You didn't give him a chance. I know what he did at Jackson State. And I said, this is legit. It's legit. And here we are. And I ain't just saying it now because, thanks to YouTube, we got the videos to prove it. I was saying this from the beginning. Out of the schedule, they all can be beat out of the schedule. All of them. But the thing is, the key is, You got to stay healthy. You got to stay healthy. That's the key. What's up, Ant? Did you win any money?
I didn't put any money on this game, man. I was about to, but like I said,
I
I don't
did.
bet on college football.
Yeah, I did. I damn near got the score right. If I had got the score right, Antoine, listen. If I had got the score right, oh, it would have been a problem today.
Oh wow, I can imagine.
Yeah, I won a few dollars. Not
Hey,
as
you
much
want
as last week because the point spread was a little bit more. The point spread was still disrespectful. It's still
man?
disrespectful. 2.5 points. That was disrespectful.
You know what it was from what I heard on the during the game. I think originally they were supposed to be like a 3.5 point underdog, and then after they won against TCU, they became a 2.5 point favorite. I'm like, huh?
They should have been more than that. They should have been more of a favorite.
No.
But what did I say last night? I said a few touchdowns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They a few touchdowns. Now watch this. The team next week, they're the favorite by more than a few touchdowns. Remember I said that, and I'm putting money on it. They and watch what the point spread be next week. It ain't gonna be that much. They still being disrespectful to this team.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah, the
definitely.
so-called expert. They're not really experts, man. They just cap. They're not really
Yeah.
experts.
All right, like I said in the chat, yo, Xavier Wheeler, and I wrote this down too because I
Weaver,
took notes throughout the
Xavier
game.
Weaver,
Weaver, Xavier Wheeler has proven that he is an
Weaver,
X factor. Weaver,
Yeah.
oh my bad. Weaver showed that he's an X factor. I mean, 10 receptions, 170 yards and a touchdown. Yeah.
Wait. 170 yards,
Yes, 170.
and he has aspirations of going to the NFL.
Mm.
You know he headed there.
Oh yeah, he's going.
He's headed.
He's going. I mean, I'm took notes throughout this game. I was
All right, let
checking
me
out
hear
the.
your notes. Let's hear it.
All right, this is what I saw from the game. You want me to go from each by quarter or?
Go from where you feel like you want to go.
I basically put it like this. One of the things that definitely hurt Nebraska was Jeff Sims committing the turnovers. He committed that early turnover, fumbling the ball. That especially what set the tone. And also another thing that I think that definitely hurt Nebraska. Hold up, and look, was that missed field goal in the second quarter. The sideline infraction. That sideline infraction also in the second quarter when they stopped Shedeur when he ran out of bounds. That little brush up that he
They
had.
got one on that one.
Yeah,
That timeline infraction was not an infraction. He
yeah,
had to put his hand up. That's all he
yeah,
did.
and that's what it was. I mean, it was a stupid penalty. It was
Yeah.
definitely a stupid penalty. Another thing that definitely hurt. Definitely another thing that hurt Nebraska in this game in the third quarter, Bullock dropping that pass when it was on 3rd and 16.
Mm,
That's what definitely hurt them as well because I think that would have kept them in it because the game wasn't too far away. You know what I mean?
right.
And then what also definitely hurt them the most was committing that turnover at the start of the fourth. You gotta protect the ball. Sims was already on record at having the most turnovers, I think, in the Big Ten so far. He's got to protect that ball. Plain and simple. He's got to protect it. And I think what you really said that they had no shot was going for it on 4th and 9. Why go for it on 4th and 9, bro?
Hey, let
Like,
me say something real quick about Jeff Sims.
uh-huh.
They had the other two quarterbacks come in. They got to stay with Jeff Sims, man. They're gonna have to figure out how they can keep him from not fumbling. And they got to figure out how he can use his arm more because you're not going to beat Colorado just with your feet. It's not
Exactly. And they had to bring in when Sims hurt his ankle. They brought in Heinrich Harburg, and then after that, when he lost his helmet because of the rules, he had to come out for a play. So they put in Chuba Purdy. And for
That's why
those who
they
don't,
put him in. Okay.
yeah, that's why they put Chuba Purdy in because NCAA rule states the player loses his helmet, he's got to sit out one play.
Okay.
So that's how Purdy came in, and he did his thing, and then that's how Sims came back because I remember there was talks whether or not they need to take Sims out and put in Herberg, and they even mentioned it during the halftime show whether or not they had to make a switch at quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, that run even though the run was effective in certain areas, it wasn't going to translate into a score.
No, it wasn't. It
No.
wasn't.
And
Well,
then it didn't translate into a score the last time. You got
that's
to beat
true.
them with your arm. You got to use that arm.
That's true.
Yep.
But I mean, there were some positives. I'm not going to say everything was bad for Nebraska. There were some positives that they had. Their O-line made some openings for Gabe Ervin in the first quarter.
That's true.
All right, that's one thing I'll give them. Their defense definitely applied. I'll give their defense credit as well. They were applying some pressure on Sanders in the second, and almost like reminiscent of watching the Black Shirts from back in the day. Sims making that move on the run, throwing that pass to Kemp, and he caught that ball right before he slid out of bounds. That you have to give Sims credit for, because the fact that he was able to make that pass on the run. Now I get it. That was to his strong side because he throws right-handed. So he was able to make that throw without a problem. So that definitely worked in his favor as well. All right. The one thing also that was definitely helping that was helping Nebraska throughout the game was that every time they were line up on first down, they had a man in motion. So they were forcing Colorado's defense to think whether it's going to be a run or a pass or make any type of adjustments. So that I have to give them credit for as well. Sims running in for that touchdown, that 57-yard run for the touchdown, that shows how dangerous he is when you give him an open field. He is fast. He is dangerous in the open field. He's not just going to run out of bounds. He's not just going to slide. If he has an opportunity to take it to the end zone, he's going to do it, and that's what he did on that 57-yard run.
Yeah, he turns into a running back.
Yeah, he used his speed, so that's what definitely helped him out. I mean, other than that, I'm looking at other factors that they did throughout the game, positive wise. Defensively, I mean, third quarter they were basically going after Sanders like every single time they had a chance.
Right, they were.
And then when they made that stop on 4th and 3 in the third quarter, when they made that stop, that broken play, and they forced them out, that really just showed, you know what, their defense is really up to speed on what they're doing. So I gotta give them. I mean, we were talking about what Nebraska's defense was going to have to do against their receivers. Their other receivers really that much of a factor. Jimmy Horn Jr. was, but not as significant. Weaver was a beast. Travis made a couple of good plays as well when he was on offense. So
Tavares Dawson too.
Yeah, that too. So
Xavier Weaver had a touchdown.
So you definitely have to give Nebraska some credit because they did get it done in some areas offensively. They did get it done in some aspects defensively. But by the time, like I said, third, fourth quarter, they got tired. And then at the same time, they couldn't get off the field. Remember I said that yesterday?
Yeah, they did get tired. Yeah, they did.
Remember what I said? If Colorado can keep Nebraska's defense on the field for a significant amount of time, it's going to be hard for them. What do you think happened? Colorado kept Nebraska's defense on the field for a significant amount of time. They couldn't get it done.
Right.
They couldn't get it done. But overall, Nebraska played to their strengths, but Colorado was able to counter them. Now for Colorado, a lot of things that worked for them. That definitely worked for them. I'll give them on a positive was Sanders regaining those yards after that penalty that Xavier Washington took. When Xavier Washington took that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that brought them back 15 yards, Shedeur got those yards back the next play. So I give him that. That was in the first quarter.
And I'm okay with that unsportsmanlike conduct because the guy was taunting Shedeur.
Yeah.
And Xavier was like, we're not having that.
Yeah.
Right.
So another thing that worked for Colorado was definitely defensively in the first quarter. Carter Strohmeyer making that key tackle at the end of the first quarter.
Oh yeah, the freshman.
And that's the thing. He's a freshman.
And he made some good plays. How about that one where what's his name had a good play, a good game too. Remember he picked up that fumble with one hand?
Yes.
He had a really good game.
Yes.
He had a really good game.
I'm trying to remember who that was. I don't think I wrote that down in my notes.
I'll tell you who it was. Give me 1 second. But
all right, no problem.
It was let me go back. Hold on.
Okay.
I just want to give him his credit.
Yeah,
It was
I hear you.
Man, where is he? It was what's his name? The transfer. Shit, what is his name?
Which transfer was it? I'm trying to remember.
Who was the guy, y'all? He picked the ball up with one hand and caught the fumble.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. I'm running lost here because there was some plays that I missed because my TV was acting up and everything else. But other than that, I'm trying to remember who it was too.
Damn, I got
Jordan
his name.
Dominic, I think it was.
Jordan
Dominic.
Dominic. Thank you, Jordan Dominic. Thank you, Jordan Dominic. Thank you. Man, pick that ball up, man. He had a really. Did you see him hit that running back? Oh my God!
I mean, basically,
he laid the wood on him.
yes, he did. Couple of points that definitely have to give Colorado as well. Second quarter, having the short field to work with that led to those 10 points. Taking advantage of having Colorado's offense having a short field to work with. And they got 10 points. Well, I think one was a fumble, one was an interception that led. No, one was a fumble that led to the field goal, and the other was an interception that led to the touchdown.
Right.
So Colorado taking advantage of a short field to get points on the board because they were running everything was running kind of slow. Another thing that definitely worked, I like what Colorado did in the second quarter. They were running no huddle and they caught Nebraska offsides twice and still gained the yards for a first down at the same time.
Right. Yeah, I saw that.
And that was something that you don't see a lot in the college game is team running a no huddle. And even though even though Nebraska was flagged for the offside, they still ran the play and still got the first down.
Right.
They didn't just go through the motions and stop and stop. They were like, we're gonna play this through. We got a free play. Let's take advantage of it. And that's what they did twice. I think the first time they did it, they got, 11 yards. I thought that was an 11-yard pass. And then the second time they did it, I think it was like a 16, 17-yard pass. Just the fact that they ran that no huddle, caught Nebraska in a substitution, caught them when they couldn't get set. Great. That's great awareness right there by Sanders. A lot of more quarterbacks got to do that. I think that's not something that's taught in the college game, and they need to do that some more. Another play definitely that worked for Colorado. Third quarter, Travis Hunter catching a 46-yard pass from Sanders. Yeah, he found a way to get himself open. He saw that ball. Sanders placed it just in that right spot where Hunter can catch it. The fact that he's playing both sides of the ball, I'll give him credit.
Yeah, I give him much credit for that.
Yeah, definitely. What else? What else positives can I give them? Basically, I think that's just about it. And also, one more thing. Sanders using his running skills when he saw that opening and took it in for that last touchdown.
Yeah, so people know that he can run if he needs to.
Yeah.
If he can get an opening and hit that end zone, he's gonna go for it.
Yeah. Now
today.
Yeah. Now the negatives I saw Colorado did, I think I mentioned the Xavier Washington penalty. And you said that was okay.
That was okay because he's establishing the fact that I'm here to protect my quarterback.
Right.
And I saw Coach Prime shake his head. He nodded his head, and I think he was in agreement with it.
Yeah.
Like, nah, you don't rough my quarterback.
Right.
You don't do that.
Right. One thing one negative, and I try not to always focus on the negatives, but sometimes the only way you get better is you got to learn from your negatives. One negative.
Go ahead.
Yeah, one negative was definitely Shedeur using too much time at the end of the game. Yeah, at the end of the first half.
Okay.
Because I think when they took advantage of those no huddle, running the no huddle to catch Nebraska offsides twice, they still had a significant amount of time left to use to try to score another touchdown. But he took too much time trying to reset. So he's got to pay attention to that as well. And that was near the end of the second quarter. Another thing that kind of frustrated me, Shedeur taking that sack in the red zone in the third quarter.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he took the sack.
Yeah, there are times when to take a second, there are times when to try to get rid of the ball. He should have just tried to get rid of the ball. You're in the red zone. You're never going to get called for intentional grounding. So all he had to do was just try to run out the pocket. If he knew he could find someone, just throw it in, just throw it out of bounds. That would have been okay. He wouldn't have gotten called for intentional grounding for that. The one thing I definitely didn't like also was Shiloh getting called for that unsportsmanlike conduct. Now, I get it. It was a retaliation. No, it wasn't a retaliation. It was a result of the turnover. It was the result of another Nebraska turnover. They got the ball. They run to the sidelines. He's drawn with, I don't know if it was one of the tight ends or the old lineman. I think he threw, put his hand in his face, and that's how they got flagged for the unsportsmanlike right there. You get the turnover, but you lose 15 yards at the same time.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You really can't do that. The one thing I really didn't like also was Landon Beebe, that old lineman from Kent State, I think you told me about, taking that personal foul when he retaliated against Ty Robinson of Nebraska. He saw what Ty Robinson.
Which play was that again?
I think Ty Robinson. What happened was it was a running play, and what happened was Ty Robinson was, I forgot who he was chirping with and throwing to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Referees missed that play. Beebe saw what Robinson did. He got on him, threw him to the ground. He retaliated. Of course, the referees saw that. They threw the flag for the unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, Landon Beebe, he transferred in from Missouri.
Oh, that was Missouri. Oh, no, Missouri State. That's right, Missouri State. My fault. Wrong school.
He didn't play last week, but he played this week.
Yeah, I had the roster. I had the rosters for both schools up as well, so I could thumb through it to write down.
Yeah, hopefully Van Wells is okay. He went out.
That's right.
He's the center.
Yeah, I remember he went out on. Yeah, I remember, and they were getting the backup ready as well. The one thing I just felt it was just ticky tack and made no type of sense was Sanders getting the flag for taking off the helmet after the 2-point conversion. But then again, that is in the rule book.
Yeah, he didn't. He just didn't. It's also you got to think about it. This was a very emotional game because it was a rival game.
Yeah.
And they were excited. They're home. It's their first home game. And it was some jaw jacking back and forth. I expect that. I expect them to share some pleasantries, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, ain't shit. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know.
But share a little bit of pleasantries. That's football.
I
know the penalties is not good, but penalties is not good. But
they got to be a little bit more disciplined. I get it that there's some things you don't like, but you got to find a way to keep it. Yeah, you got to find a way to keep that together because you don't want to get flagged for the dumb shit. The mistake that I made yesterday, the 2001 game, that wasn't Nebraska's last game in the Big 12. It was actually 2010. I made a mistake that date wise. I think that game in 2001 when they beat them 61-36, I think that was the biggest win. And I think that was the last time Colorado beat Nebraska at home.
Mm-hmm.
Because Nebraska after that, they were the ones winning the games in that rivalry. And the last time they played each other, it was in Lincoln. I think that was in 2010. And that was their last time they played against each other.
I don't know about any Van Wells updates yet. I hope he's okay though.
Yeah.
I know Hank Zelinkus had to go in for him.
That's true. Now the thing that Colorado got to remember, okay, in 2 weeks you got to go to Eugene to play the Ducks. Here's the thing they got to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing they got to remember. Colorado State is going to be that trap game. Because if you're going to be focusing too much on Oregon, it's easy to look past Colorado State. And that's where you're going to get snake bit. So they got to focus on that. We're playing Colorado State next week. It's a home game. It's also a big rival game, in-state rival. They got to focus on that. Once they take care of business and take care of the Rams, then that's when you focus on going to Eugene to play them Ducks at the house Uncle Phil built.
Yeah, we're going to take it one game at a time. So what we got up next is Colorado State.
Yeah. And that's what they got. And that's what they got to focus on. It's too easy to get focused on the schedule saying, yeah, we got to go to Eugene to play Oregon.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're home against USC. Yeah, those are two games that are important too. But don't look past Colorado State. And like I said, it's a trap game. If they look past Colorado State, they're going to get snake bitten.
Yeah, you can't look past nobody. Can't
No.
take nobody for granted.
No, you can't. You can't. I looked at the rest of that schedule, and when I saw that, I didn't get just to make it to say that last night, but I wanted to make sure I said it today. That's
Yeah,
the
this
one
is what we said right here last night. Where is the comment? Hold on one second. Where is it? Where is it? We said that just that last night. Where is it? Hold on. Where? Here it is. Oh. On any given, we had to replace Sunday with Saturday because they play on Saturday. But yeah, on any given Saturday, you can't take an opponent for granted. You got to get in there early, knock them out, and keep going.
Oh yeah, Hombre Negro gave me some facts also. He said Colorado did beat Nebraska in
Hold on one
Colorado.
second. Hold on
Okay.
one second, Antoine. We got somebody that need my attention. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Steven, you going permanently to the bushes. So enjoy yourself in the bushes. Give me a second.
All right.
Give me a second. Let me send them to the bushes. And take some cheese puffs with you. Take some cheese puffs with you. You're going to the bushes. So enjoy yourself in the bushes. Go ahead, Ant.
All right. Now, Hombre Negro made posted something that I looked past. He said Colorado did beat Nebraska. And you said 2019 and 18? It has to be either one.
Hold on
because
one second, Ant. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Yeah, Steven, I know you can't respond to me right now, Steven, Clint Scale. I just didn't like your name. I don't mind people trolling because, you might have some Nebraska fans in here and stuff like that. I don't mind the people trolling, but I just didn't like your name. You know what I mean? I ain't like your name, so you had to go permanently to the bushes and take some cheesecake with you and enjoy yourself.
Slice some juniors?
Hey, look, yeah. Hey, what's up, vegan?
What's good, vegan?
What's good, man? How y'all doing?
All right, yourself.
Everything y'all said yesterday came true.
Didn't I say it was going to be tight at first?
Everything y'all said.
Yeah, man.
Y'all said sit back and prevent in a nickel and dime and keep blitzing Shedeur. And that's exactly what
Antoine said. He said they're going to have to. Remember, we laughed at it. I said,
yep.
Man.
Y'all thought I was bugging too.
But here's now all the teams out there now they got 2 games of data to use against Colorado.
Yep.
So now they're going to try again. Okay, well, let's tweak this. And then obviously, like I said, you can't prepare for Shedeur with his accuracy. He's very accurate and he doesn't get rattled under pressure.
That's true.
At all. He does not. It's not in his DNA to get rattled. You're not going to rattle. I don't care how many times you sack him. He always feel like he still has a chance to win.
Yeah, he stayed focused. He didn't get frustrated. Not one time he got snacked. Every time he got sacked, he got back up. Was like, all right, bet, and just kept it moving.
But you know what? A lot of his sacks was just him holding the ball too long. But he was holding the ball because they were in a damn prevent. They were in a damn nickel and dime. And he like, damn, ain't nobody open.
You thought I was bugging, huh, vegan? You thought I was bugging, huh?
Man.
They
in a damn prevent all game.
I told you they were going to have to do that. You thought I was bullshitting, huh?
Yeah, they really did go in that prevent. They weren't.
They did not play no man to man the entire game.
Nah.
They sat in cover 2, cover 3, and fucking prevent.
I told you. You thought I was.
What they said? They said, "Look, you're not gonna throw for 510 yards on us."
That's you know what? I will be surprised. I will be surprised if someone on the Nebraska coaching staff will listen to us last night.
No, they already knew.
That's crazy, bro.
No, I think the defensive coordinator, I think he was listening to us. Said, you know what? Let me try that. Let me try the cover 2. Let me try that cover 3. Yeah,
and all they did, they went with three down linemen, and they kept blitzing the 2 middle linebackers. That's all they did all game. That's crazy, but
they didn't play.
It's not sustainable. It worked for the first half, but they can't do that for 4 quarters of ball, and that's when we started running the score.
Well, here's the thing, though. They were successful in getting in Shadeur's face. They were, but the thing is, he has people in the flat that he can throw to. And he remember Jimmy Horn came. Remember, I told you he said Jimmy Horn could run that slant route.
Yeah,
he ran that slant. He's ran the slant route. It's very hard once Shedeur get a little time to let that ball go. It's very hard.
Right.
to contain them. It's very hard. They'll find a way to win somehow.
That's crazy, bro.
It's very hard when you have a wide receiver that runs slants that well. And
That's true.
Xavier Weaver can run slants as well. And Tavares Dawson. You got one guy running a slant, then you got Tavares going straight. Like, how do you handle that? How do you handle the speed? And they're all speedsters, all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all they do, and when you have one going straight, one running the slant, now that you're thinning out your defense, and now you got some wide open space as well. You can have someone run through the flat that's open, and like, oh shit, look at all that space. Or even if Sanders see his receivers doing that, and he finds an opening, and he runs through that line and finds an opening, and sees all that green space. Oh, I'm taking this with me.
Yeah, it's very hard to handle 4 and 5 solid wide receivers, man.
Exactly.
Especially, did you see? I understand Dylan did get trucked on that block, but did you see the second block? He went low. He was very effective on that block to keep Shedeur upright. He was very effective when he went low. When he went low, he took that linebacker out. That linebacker was now out of play. Shedeur rolled a little bit and caught the open man. He caught the tight end. He caught the tight end.
Right. So they sit in cover 2, cover 3. They in a nickel. They blitzing the linebackers, and that worked for 2 quarters of ball, but they could not maintain that for 4 quarters.
No, because you saw midway through the third, they were getting tired.
Exactly. And I'm thinking coach told them, we're going to play heavy zone, and I want you to watch Travis, and I want you to watch Jimmy Horn. And I think they did that. That left Weaver open and this other kid, number 9.
Tavares Dawson, the transfer from Auburn.
Yeah. So they weren't able to cover, like you said, all 4 receivers. But I think they zoomed in on Travis Hunter and Jimmy Horn.
Yeah, they did. And then here you go with Xavier Weaver.
Right. Did any of them get over 200 yards?
Xavier, how many yards he got, Ant?
I think he had 170, if I remember.
Oh man, that's very respectable.
Yeah, 170 and a touchdown.
Very respectable.
Anybody else have over 100?
I'm trying to remember someone. I think someone else did. I think.
Let me look at the stats.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. I'm looking right now as well. Hold on. Hold on. I'm looking at Nebraska's roster. My fault. Hold on. I'm looking right now. Weaver for 170. Yeah, Weaver was the only one that won triple digits.
Okay.
Hunter went 3 for 73. Horn G went 8 for 64. Dawson went 3 for 41 and a touchdown. Harrison went 2 for 25. Edwards went 3 for 8. Hankerson, Wilkerson, and Gaines each caught a pass. Hankerson for 8, Wilkerson for 4, and Gaines for 3. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know Willie Gaines got it.
He did get in.
He got in, at the end.
At that last drive.
Yeah, he got in when they took their subs out.
Yeah. Defense. Well, today is all about the defense. They made whatever adjustments they needed to make, and it worked. It worked. They held that team to 7, bro. That was good.
Yeah, Taj Austin came up with 1.5 sacks.
Was Juju playing?
Yeah, he was in.
Okay.
Yeah, he definitely.
What was his number? Because I was looking for it.
He was in on 2 tackles and a half.
Okay. What's his number?
Jawan is, let me see. He is number, I don't know I forget his number. 51 or so, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's a 44 51. I wasn't sure if it was him.
51.
It was 51? Yeah, middle linebacker.
Yeah, he got in. He was the one, you remember in the end, he came up to the defensive end and he said something to him before the play. It was almost like he was trying to propel him to that quarterback. That was him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a vocal leader too. I like him.
Somebody in the chat was hating on Shedeur, but the one thing y'all got to remember, Shedeur saved about 2 potential long touchdown runs.
Yeah, Bishop did play. He had a good game.
Yeah, Bishop got. Yeah, I seen. He made that big play at the end.
Yeah,
where he rushed the QB, almost sacked him. but Shedeur Silo saved 2 tackles,
That's true.
2 long runs from going into the end zone.
Yeah.
Shiloh, yeah.
He had a couple open tackles. He went out there and he made up some stuff. But like I also said, Stockmeyer made that one key play in the first quarter.
Yeah,
At the end of the first quarter, when he got that open tackle, and the fact that he's a freshman, that's a veteran move right there.
Yeah.
Well, his dad played.
Yep. His dad was a beast.
That's where he learned it.
Yeah.
Because he didn't try to go high, he didn't try to be fancy. He squared up, stayed low, and did what he had to do, and that was enough.
Yep.
He didn't try to do too much. He kept it simple.
Yep.
And that's how he was able to get that. And that's how the first quarter ended. He just kept it real simple. And sometimes he didn't feel like, yo, I gotta make a highlight reel now. Let me just make this stop right here. That's gonna end the quarter. We're gonna change sides. We're good. And that's what he did.
Let me see. Omarion Cooper. Let me see who led the team in tackles. It was Omarion. Yeah, Omarion Cooper. Travis number 2. Shiloh number 3. Well, Shiloh and Jordan. Dominic. Well, it was tied. It was a lot of people had 3 tackles, but Omarion did. See, Omarion and Travis, the cornerbacks, they had a very quiet, solid game. Because he could not
run stop.
Yeah, he could not run stop, and then the quarterback just couldn't get to his receivers because of that. So
nah.
Yeah, I was surprised he only threw 1 pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. 1 pick only. But he fumbled the ball, what, 2 or 3 times, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one was a miscommunication. You could tell it was a miscommunication because the guy was running pass.
Right.
It was a early snap. So now I don't know if it was an early snap. It was a miscommunication there.
I think that was the one in the red zone. That was that first one. I think that was the one they were in the red zone, like opening game.
Yeah, Sims ran the hell out of that quarterback draw though.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Yeah, he was gone.
He saw an opening, he took it, and he was just like, I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, that's not a surprise for. Remember, we were saying it that he's gonna try one way or the other to try to burn us on a play, and he did.
Yeah, that was a good run. That was a very good run.
57-yard play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about. Remember, we were talking about who was gonna replace Slusher. Well, that was Simon Craig. He got an interception.
Okay.
Yeah, he was able to. He's a solid player. Simon Craig is a solid player. He doesn't mind to get his hands dirty. I like him. He's an old school type of player. He don't mind wrapping up, hitting, doing what he got to do. And but one thing I can say about Shiloh is he was always in the right spot. He's never that far away from the ball. So I do like his IQ in the secondary.
And the one time he wasn't, that's when they scored.
Yeah. Whenever he's not there, they'll score.
Well, he's like really a safety. When you talk safety, he's the safety valve. His job is to ensure nothing breaks out too far and gets in the end zone.
Right. That's his job.
Yep. Yeah. That last line of defense. That's what he was. So, I mean, Colorado, I think everyone was expecting Colorado to do the same thing they did last week against TCU. But even though they didn't put up the same number of points on Nebraska like they did against TCU, this has to be proof that how good Colorado is. And that's not taking anything away from Nebraska. Nebraska had a good
defense.
Yeah. But
I mean, they just found another way to win. They found another way to win. They have a lot of weapons on that team. So
I put in the chat earlier, thank you, TCU, and thank you, Nebraska, because they both showed where we needed to get better at.
Right.
So TCU, Nebraska, and maybe even Colorado State is preparing us for USC.
Yep.
They're going to prepare us for USC because we got to work out all those kinks. By the time we get to USC to beat them, we got to know what our weaknesses are so we can get better at what we're not good at.
And I think what's also going to happen, Vegan.
Yeah.
Playing these two games and then playing against Colorado State next week. Before they could put what they learned against USC, they're going to try it out against Oregon.
Right. Right. And don't sleep on Utah the last game of the season.
No, you can't sleep on Utah.
Also UCLA.
No, yeah, that's why I was saying last night that game against UCLA, that game could go either way. You can't look past them.
That's in the road.
That's a Rose Bowl. Yeah, that's a Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
That's in Pasadena. So that's going to be also a good game to play, to watch as well.
Yeah.
So, but right now, like I said, Colorado State is a trap game. They can't look past them.
Colorado is a blue collar team, man. They'll find a way to grind. They are grinders. They'll find a way.
Oh, they've always been a grinding team. They've always been one of those programs that have always had that blue collar lunch pail mentality that's found a way to get the work done. That's what. Yeah. They've always had.
Didn't look pretty, but it's a win, though. It's a win. They look pretty, but they were shining a little bit there with with those good plays with the wide receivers. I loved it.
Yep.
Weaver had an awesome game, man. Awesome. He might be player of the game. I give him player of the game.
Oh yeah, Weaver definitely. Yeah.
Like I said, he's the X factor. He's the X factor. Yep. He just proved it.
And look, his name is Xavier, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's call him the X-Man.
X-Man. Yeah,
he's Daniel.
Yes,
but then again, let's go back to Shedeur. We seen him struggle that first half.
Right.
What's his numbers?
Hold up. Let me pull him up. I think I have him.
He threw for 390 something.
He went 31 for 42 for 393 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
31 for 42.
No interceptions.
Yeah, no picks.
394 yards.
393.
393.
Yeah.
He's still in the 80 percentile.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. He still has a high quarterback percentage.
Exactly.
2 games, he's almost at 1,000 yards already.
Yep.
2 games.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So if he keeps this pace up, if he does 2 games, 800 plus yards, right?
Yep. 6 touchdowns, no picks.
We play 12 games in the season. And if he can average about 350, 400, dude, we may see numbers no one's ever seen before by the end of the year.
Yeah, he's on course to win the Heisman. If he stay healthy, he's on course.
Yeah.
He just don't get rattled. And the reason why I say that is because, like I said, I watched him 2 years at Jackson State. His numbers are on the incline. It's not on the decline. The only time where his numbers dipped a little bit is when Coach Prime was out when he had that surgery. That was the only time when his numbers dipped. Even Coach Prime said, I got to find a way to get back because my boy numbers are dipping. He need me out there.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only time when his numbers dipped a little bit. When Coach Prime came back, his numbers was on the incline up until now. He's getting better. He's not even there yet. He hasn't reached his peak yet. That's what's scary about it.
That's true.
He still got some things to learn. He's on his way though. He's definitely on his way.
Damn.
He's going to be one of those franchise quarterbacks for the NFL one day. He's going to be one of those players, man. They're going to put a tag on. He just sky's the limit for him because for one thing, he has great vision. He doesn't get rattled, and he fights through adversity. It's not the first time he's done it, that he's fought through the adversity. When he played against Eddie George's team,
Tennessee State,
that was an impressive victory for him. So it's not the first time.
To prove what we talked about last night actually happened. The touchdown pass to X-Man, Xavier Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
When he threw that pass in the end zone, did you see how many DBs were around him? There were 4 or 5 DBs around him when he threw that touchdown pass.
Yep.
Yeah.
When y'all get a chance, rewind that. I was like, damn, the whole defense is around him. But they were literally like in a prevent defense.
Yeah. But
And I was
they
thinking,
probably was eyeing because wasn't when he caught that touchdown, was Travis on the field?
yeah,
He might.
yeah.
I think so. I think he was
Yeah,
on the other. I
Travis.
think he lined up on the
I
other
think
side.
Travis played every snap.
See, here's another thing I want to say about Travis or any one of the wide receivers. Travis doesn't even need to catch a ball to be effective on that field because they can use him as a decoy.
Right.
Or they can use Dylan Edwards as a decoy. They can use
like
them
they
all
did with Deion Sanders. Like they did with Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. His numbers are going to go down because they're going to stop passing on his side. And when he's on the field, they got to respect him on the offensive side of the ball.
Did y'all see the reverse they did?
Yeah.
That was nice.
I ain't never seen one where you fake the shuttle pass and then hand off the pitch. I ain't never seen that before.
Yeah, that was nice.
It's done, but not as much. You have to time it right. That's why.
Yeah.
They
picked up about 10 on that, didn't they?
I think so. They did get a first down on that.
Yep.
But it's like, I mean,
they scored. Didn't they score?
Yeah, they scored. I believe they scored.
Yeah. I forgot his name. Number 9. Didn't he score off that play?
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Back, Dylan Edwards and the other guy that was playing. Hankerson. Didn't he score off of that?
I don't. Let me see. Running backs. Let's see who got a touchdown.
Running backs. It was Dawson. I think you're talking about.
Yeah.
Tavares Dawson.
Or was it Hankerson?
No, it had to be Dawson.
No, it was Dawson. It was Dawson.
Yeah.
It was Dawson.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Dawson. Yeah, it was Tavares that caught it. That was a beautiful play. It was Tavares.
That was his only rush in the game too.
Remember he did that juke move before he hit the touchdown?
Yeah, that's right.
He faked right and went left.
Right. Wasn't that off of the reverse though?
Yeah, it was off the reverse.
Okay.
And then he ran, he turned that corner, and then right before he got to the end zone, he faked right, and then he went left and went into the touchdown.
That was a cheat code. That was a cheat code right there.
And I guarantee you they weren't even worried about Tavares Dawson. That's how many weapons they have. We haven't even really showcased Willie Gaines yet.
Nah.
He's another threat. He's another threat they have. Because he's fast. So
you could use any of these guys. You could use Gaines. You could use Wilkinson. You can use Hunter. You could use Dawson. You could use any of these guys as a decoy. You line 4 or 5 of them up. You could use either one of them as a decoy. Make it seem like you're going to throw it to one particular receiver and you're going to throw it to somebody else. Like, now you know which receivers can get it done. Now, don't be surprised if Colorado State tries to come up with a game plan to shut down Weaver. Okay, you still got to deal with Hunter. You still got to deal with Horn. You still got to deal with Dawson. You just got to deal with Harrison, Edwards, Hankerson, Wilkinson, and Gaines. You know what I mean?
Right.
You still got all those other receivers that could come that you could rotate in and out. You could try having a game plan to stop one, but I just named like 6, 7 other guys that rotate in that can also show that they're dangerous.
Right. All of them are dangerous.
Hey, is it okay if I share my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
The interview with Shedeur and what you call it?
Shedeur and who?
Xavier Weaver.
Oh, I can't play it. They're gonna ding me.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, they're gonna definitely. Is it on CBS?
It's
no,
on
Fox.
Yeah, Fox will ding me. Yeah, I can't play it.
Yeah, the game was on Fox, so I think Fox Sports will.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I still can't play it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me turn this.
I know what you're talking about though. But yeah, man, it's a really good game, man. I can't wait for I'm ready for the next game. That's crazy. Got a whole week to go. I'm ready for the next one. It's gonna be an exciting season, man. You gonna watch the games tonight, the USC game? That's tonight.
I'm probably gonna check it out. I'm currently watching Iowa and Iowa State right now.
Yeah. What's the score?
10-0 Hawkeyes, second quarter.
Okay. USC play around 7:30, I believe.
Yeah, they're the 7. Yeah, I think they're the late night. Yeah, they're the late game.
Man, the fans are excited, man. They rush the field. Man, just imagine the atmosphere out there on campus right now.
Oh, I could. Oh, I mean, they haven't had this type of excitement for the program in a very long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. And at the end of the game, I like how Shedeur was with the fans.
Yeah,
he was out hanging out, like they were taking pictures and all that, and he put his helmet back on.
The one thing I liked also, like right before the game ended, like right when the fans were about to start storming the field, was Coach Prime running them out rule at midfield.
Rule came over to him.
Yeah. They shook hands and talked for a few minutes and everything. That was a classy move right there.
Yeah, he grew up watching Prime play, man.
Mm-hmm.
He grew up watching him. Play. And,
so,
and Sanders was like, "You're gonna be good."
Ooh.
He said it to him. I know they share some pleasantries, like, "You got this.
Mm-hmm.
Give it another year, you'll be there."
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, I was just watching the game between Iowa and Iowa State. McNamara just threw an interception. He just threw an interception. Yeah.
Coach Prime is a class act, man. They share some pleasantries, like, they respect each other.
Yeah.
Grew up watching them. I like what he did in the first game when Sanders went down. He went over there and was like, "You better get back up. Your team needs you. You got to get back up, son." He said that to the opposing player, Trey Sanders. He said, "They need you. Got to get back up." And then he was talking to Sonny Dykes for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And, he knows Sonny Dykes. I mean, Sonny Dykes was recruiting Shedeur, so
that's right.
They're very they know each other from that.
That's right. But give Sonny Dykes credit what he's doing at TCU, because Gary Danielson was like that coach that helped turn that program around, that made them significant.
Yeah, they got to the title game.
Yeah. I mean, the thing people forget, TCU, like the one thing that people knew about TCU is they were the one of the Texas schools that got left out when the Southwest Conference disbanded. TCU, SMU, Rice and Houston got left on the outside. We're on the outside looking in. So when Gary Danielson was there, I mean, he helped give them credibility. And also they bounced around from conference to conference, going from the WAC to the Mountain West, to Conference USA, and then going to the Big 12. And then Danielson leaving. Here comes Sonny Dykes. Dykes has a proven track record. I forgot where he coached at also before he went to TCU. But I'm trying to remember where he coached at. But Dykes has proven that he's also a good coach as well. So that's why I tell people you can't look at TCU and think they were just this run-of-the-mill program that just lost to Colorado. No, they were a very good team. Colorado just was just better and made fewer mistakes, and that's how they pull up that win.
Yeah, they were proven to be better today. They just have the weapons, man.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm gonna I hate to cut this short, but I gotta make a run.
No, that's okay. That's okay, because my wife just came back from work and she's telling me to wrap it up. And I'm watching the game, and Iowa State just threw a pick six.
Hopefully,
so now Iowa's up 17-0.
Hopefully, we can get back on before the next week, before the Colorado State game.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. Because I'm going to try to watch some of these other games too as well.
The Colorado State, that's a home game, right?
Yeah, that's a home game. That used to be a neutral site game. They used to play that at Mile High.
So where they playing at Folsom?
Now they're playing at Folsom. Yeah, I think after Mile High was closed, they agreed to have it back on campus because they had difficulty trying to sell it out. And I think they did play a few games of the rivalry at the current stadium at Empowerment Field, and they could never really get it. They probably had a very large turnout, but it never sold out. It didn't have that, that college feel. So they agreed to go back to playing on campus.
That was their only win last year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
today was sold out, right? Today
was
sold out. Yeah.
I mean, you did see a very, very good share of Nebraska fans. I think on the
Yeah, I
Nebraska
saw that. There was a
sideline.
lot of red in that stadium.
Yeah, like on the Nebraska sideline, I saw a very good amount of red shirts and everything else. Even a few of red shirts in the end zone where the hill is on the Colorado sideline.
Yeah, there was
So
a
they,
lot of red out there.
yeah, you saw a
The
good amount
Wu-Tang
of red.
was out there. The Wu-Tang was out there. They had the Wu-Tang out there, man.
Oh, guess who also showed up to speak to the team? I found out as well.
Who's that?
Michael Irvin.
Yeah, he was out there. I
Yeah,
saw
he
him.
was out there. What's up?
He was on the sideline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw. Yeah. I heard Michael Westbrook and Cordell Stewart also came and spoke to the team as well.
Oh, of course. Westbrook was out there.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Westbrook was a beast when he played.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
Stewart.
Shedeur said something. I just heard him. I was listening to his interview. He just said something that was real classy. He's talking about appreciating what he just went through with Nebraska, and that it's going to prepare them for the rest of the season. You know, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, he's right. They got some data.
Can y'all hear this?
Sure.
I'm listening.
Camera. You talk about the way you guys were able to shake off kind of a slow start, especially offensively, and just kind of take care of this game. How did you guys shake that off?
Really, just get back to the basics. They played Minnesota last week, so it was, there wasn't straight run the ball the whole game formation. So it was really hard to, I say, study the tape to get intimate and know, okay, their tails and what they're gonna do. But I truly appreciate going through this game, going through this with my team, so we know how to respond when adversity hits. Because last week it was back and forth. But this week, okay, the defense stepped up. The offense was really slacking. But it was a good defense we played, though. I like the scheme. I like the scheme of them. It made it tough on us. But I'm just happy I was able to face it. So next time going against it, I'll be good.
Who was Colorado? Who did they beat last year?
Hold up.
I thought it was Colorado State.
I thought so too. Hold up. I'm trying to see if I can pull up the schedule.
Somebody said they lost to Colorado State. I don't know who.
Hombre Negro said that. I'm about to pull up the schedule from last season.
That was nice that he said that. They can use that and they can learn from that adversity. Because they're gonna, they need it. Oh, they beat Cal. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, really?
That was nice. They beat Cal. But guys, I'm gonna head on out of here.
All right.
Thank y'all for coming on. I appreciate y'all coming on. I'm excited.
Yeah, no problem. This was fun. This was a lot of fun. I mean, I'm watching the game. I'm watching the game. I'm turning to Sinclair and I'm taking notes at the same time and everything.
Yeah, it was fun. Definitely was a fun game.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't a boring game. It was
no,
exciting.
it wasn't. It was not a boring game.
Right.
It was not a boring game, but I like.
I seriously got to run. I got to go eating. But I appreciate y'all from coming on, and we'll do it again next week.
All right,
no problem, man.
Right,
Vegan, you have a good one as well.
You too, bro.
Y'all.
Appreciate it. Later.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one. And yeah, man, I'm excited about the season. All right, y'all. Peace.